Oh, ee, ah, ee, ooh, ah. Baka, ooh, hey, Manga Tuesday. Hello, everyone. How are you? Fine, thank you. I am the notorious D to the R to the C, and this is welcome back to Manga Tuesday, episode 82. And today we will be reviewing, or more so just taking a look at, a manga that has been banned in Australia. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift? And I got 3 of them. This manga is banned in Australia, and I got 3 of them. This is a legal manga to possess. It'd be good if I knew how to properly white balance or whatever, so it didn't look so whatever. How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift is a manga that can no longer be purchased within stores within Australia because Australia is retarded. And it was just one of many that has been swept under the rug. And all this shit happened like a year ago. I just didn't touch on it at the time, which was weird because every manga YouTubing idiot was talking about it. And I actually live in Australia, and I am the manga man, so it made a lot of sense for me to talk about it. In fact, it would have been a good way to get some attention to my channel talking about a hot, topical topic. But in case you haven't realised, everything that we do here at Manga Tuesday is designed to drive people away and designed to avoid being found at all in the first place. And when we are found, just to spit in their face and be like, fuck you, idiot, get out of here. We don't like your type of people around here, pal. Anyway, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift is a pretty basic manga. It's about some girls that start going to the gym and working out, trying to get strong. And that's basically it. They all have their different motivations and reasons for working out. So it's just your basic sort of slice of life shit. But the working out part is integral to the format of the story, because basically every chapter, I think, they basically have like a demonstration showing a workout and like how to do it. And it's written and drawn in a way that like shows you the mechanics of what it's working out and how to do it, so that you at home can work out along with the girls and the one trainer guy that's a big muscled up freak head. So why has it seemingly been banned in Australia? You can't get it anywhere in stores. You can't buy it on online stores in Australia, although I looked up it recently and now I'm starting to see some volumes of it online, but like for pre-orders, like it's not out yet. But none of the previous volumes, like the first 6 volumes or something that are already out, are up available. So I don't know if this is some sort of thing where it's going up for pre-order, but then once it's actually out, it's like, oh, actually, no, that wasn't supposed to be for pre-order. We just fucked up. This is still banned. I don't really know. Like a year ago or something when it first sort of happened and these mangas were pulled, as well as No Game, No Life was pulled. We'll talk about that a little bit in a second. I haven't actually read that. This one I actually have read it, only the first 3 volumes. When it got pulled like a year ago, I remember trying to like get the next volume of this, and like it wasn't in any like Australian local stores online, but I went to some like international ones that ship to Australia, and I like added it to my cart, and then like when I'm going to check out, it's like, actually no, you can't, we don't ship this to Australia. It's like but like just the other day in preparation for this video, I went to do the same thing, and it seemed like it was going to let me purchase it from some stores and it would ship to Australia. And I didn't go through with it because I didn't fucking want to at the time. But maybe had I actually tried to make the purchase, or maybe after I made the purchase, it would have said, actually, we can't ship this to Australia. Here's a refund for your money. I don't know. That's something I need to look in. That's the type of research, I'd probably do if I was going to make a video about this. But none of the other fuckers that talked about this a year ago did that sort of research. They just fucking fuck them. So why would this manga be banned? The truth is, I don't really fucking know. The girls are potentially under 18. I don't even know. Like, they're in high school, which means they could be like 17, but they also could be fucking 18 already. I don't even fucking know. There's no sex scenes or anything, but yes, they're working out, so sometimes they are in, as you can see, sometimes they are in, workout clothes that are, I don't know, a little risque, I suppose you could say. No Game, No Life was also big. It was one of the first ones that was really highlighted by some fucking idiot politician bringing it up to whatever idiot other politicians, whatever the fuck they call it, and be like, Manga is evil, and No Game, No Life was one of their big examples. I don't really know shit about No Game, No Life. I have one volume of it. Good luck trying to find that. It was originally a light novel, and then there's a manga adaptation, and obviously there's an anime. I don't know what's in it, but there was an article I read about a list of stuff, and it seems to be mainly focused on the light novel, and mainly just like some of the images. Like the light novel obviously is just like a novel. There's no pictures, but there are pictures because, you know, there's like just some pictures at the start or whatever, like some coloured pictures, supplementary, extra bonus pictures at the start. And then they've cited a few of them as like, oh, there's this character who looks like they're under, even though it said later they're 18. But then there's this other one that is young, but they're doing this, they're having a bath, and it's like, but the way they describe it makes me think they're fucking weird. It's like, bro, why are you describing it in such weird detail?
Shiro, pictured on the right-hand page, leans back at the edge of the bath. Her underdeveloped chest is covered with strands of her long white hair, but her legs are parted and lifted in a sexualized manner. Her right foot and drops of water partially obscure her genitals, although the outline of her buttocks and vulva are visible. Her left foot is lifted higher as she implicitly pulls a strand of her hair between her toes. Okay, Stephen King, is this that fucking infamous Stephen King child gangbang scene that he wrote in explicit detail that I've heard so much about? How come that's okay? How come that's okay? How come that's not illegal? If that was written by a Japanese person, I bet it would be illegal. I'm beginning to think all of this shit is just racism. And you know how I feel about racism? I do not support it. I also do not support serial killers. I don't really know about No Game, No Life. I can't really comment on it, but I got one volume of that. That's illegal to have. Come find me, Australian police people. Then there's also some fuckery where they've apparently just banned like all imports of hentai and other straight up sexual things from Japan. Now this manga is not hentai, but a bunch of this manga that isn't hentai has been banned for no fucking reason. It's all fucked. But then actual just legitimate hentai has been banned, and I don't have any hentai to show you, but nor do I have any interest of importing hentai from Japan, but the fact that it would be banned is a little alarming and a little fucked up and makes no fucking sense. And you look at the fucking thing here, what's been banned. We're going to read through this because this is a doozy. Illegal porn. Well, CP is the first thing, and I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that. Okay, banned CP, yeah. But then what is this other part that's been tacked on directly after that has nothing to do with CP? So illegal porn also is publications, films, computer games, and any other goods that describe, depict, express, or otherwise deal with matters of sex, drug misuse or addiction, crime, cruelty, violence, terrorist acts, or revolting or abhorrent phenomena in such a way that they offend against the standards of morality, decency, and propriety generally accepted by reasonable adults are not allowed. This includes bestiality and sexual violence. What the fuck is that vague-ass bullshit? So illegal porn is just, first of all, not just anime or manga, publication, films, computer games, and any other goods that describe, depict, or express or whatever matters of sex, drug misuse, crime that is deemed that offend the standards of moral decency that is generally accepted by reasonable adults. What the fuck does that mean? How is that the fucking law? Oh my god. You understand the retarded, ridiculous implication that this is written in his law? The power that this gives the people. They can just decide anything. I mean, publication, films, and computer games that depict or show crime that offends the generally accepted standards of morality. That means nothing, and it means everything. That could literally be any piece of media that they decide,
Examples. The examples part is just as ridiculous. Offensive fetishes in publications such as offensive fetishes, bestiality, CP, sexual violence. They throw that in there, the CP. No one's problem with you banning that. But then what is this? Sexual violence? What does that even entail? Any sexual act that is... If someone has a fetish for being choked while they fuck, are they not allowed to read a hentai drawings of that? That's bannable. That's illegal, allegedly. But also, one of the examples, they're like offensive fetishes, such as... And the very first example is just repeating the first thing. Offensive fetishes, such as offensive fetishes. Oh, okay, so... what? Oh! Do entail what defines an offensive fetishes. Well, offensive fetish is anything that could depict matters of sex, crime, cruelty that is against the generally accepted standard. What the fuck is your generally accepted standard, cunt? How is that the law? Just whatever is the general, it goes against what's generally accepted morality. Oh, it's all fucked up because no one gives a fuck. Because it's just dumb. Who cares about dumb hentai? I don't give a shit. I'm not going to read it. Who gives a fuck about this manga? I don't even want to read it. It's not even that good of a manga, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. It's okay. Now, you can still buy and watch the anime of this in Australia. Well, you can still buy and watch and view the anime of No Game, No Life. You can still access that, but the mangas, oh, hell no. And any actual hentai manga, because we're just banning porn now, and we're doing it in a way with a law and wording that would imply you can basically just ban anything you want to ban. Unless it's CP, or unless it's like rape and like actual rape, like the person is being filmed, forcibly being raped and filmed against their will. Why the fuck would there need to be any illegal porn? And we're not even talking about real people! This is particularly pertaining to fucking drawings of people! Ultimately, I mean, banning hentai, I don't give a fuck. Because I don't read hentai. Why would I read drawings of porn when I could watch whatever video I can find on the internet of porn? Like, I don't need it. But the fact, the whole thing, it's the principle of the matter. Anyways, it's all fucked up and no one gives a fuck. Australia is a great country sometimes, and other times it's completely fucked, and they will just take power and do shit and no one will say anything, and it's all just fucking fucked up. But anyway, How Heavy Are Your Dumbbells You Lift, you know. Very mediocre manga. I don't really give a fuck about it, to be honest. Whatever. It's very... whatever. For a rating, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Yippee. If things go well this week, next week we're going to be wearing this Bulldogs jersey again. And if things go weak, the week after that, we might be wearing it again and doing a Western Bulldogs review for Manga Tuesday. And if things don't go well, then I might just be standing here in a normal t-shirt next Tuesday, and I won't mention it again, and it'll be very awkward and upsetting for me. I feel like there was a lot more things I had to say, but I don't really remember or care, because who cares? Caring about things is stupid, right? Even if it's something you don't really care about, but there's implications that could be catastrophic for everything, it's cringe to care about anything. It's cringe to put in effort into making a YouTube video. Trust me, bro. You can't be doing that, bro. But that's the problem, right? Who gives a fuck? I don't read hentai, I don't give a fuck. I don't particularly care about these manga series too much, and if I really did want to get more volumes, I'd find a way to get them somehow, so who gives a fuck? It's real easy just to laugh at the idiot, bearded fool ranting about hentai. dumb hentai, but it's about the implications of the abuse of power by the government, but no one gives a fuck. Who gives a fuck? No, who gives a fuck? To all my fellows Australians, it's real easy just to not give a fuck. So keep letting the government fuck you in the ass. Keep letting the government censor and ban video games because they're too violent. Or keep letting the government rob weebs of their waifu body pillows. Keep letting the government force you to scan in your location everywhere you go for the greater good. Because, as we all know, giving up basic freedoms and liberties for the greater good is exactly what people should do. As the great philosopher Professor Utonium once sung, "Do the people have to be freedom beef for safety on the streets?" Well, apparently they do, Professor U. Do the weebs have to not have access to hentai for reasons that are very vague and obscure? Oh, it's all fucked, and who could be bothered to give a fuck? Who gives a fuck? No one gives a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So what? Who gives a fuck? It's all fucked. And it's all fucking retarded, and it's all fucking stupid, and it's all just, anything that describes crime or cruelty in a way that offends against the standards of morality or decency generally accepted by reasonable adults, that's now law. That is... that makes perfect sense. That is very descriptive and very not vague and very clear-cut and could not potentially be used to just arbitrarily ban and block whatever fucking things they decide for whatever fucking reason, I can't even play the uncensored version of South Park Stick of Truth. Like, that is ridiculous. That's the whole thing, right? All this shit that they're banning, illegal porn, that includes bestiality. What if it's a fucking drawing of a donkey or an elephant fucking a guy in the ass, and it's like, this is the Republicans, or this is the Democrats. That sounds like some shitty, dumb political cartoon that a political cartoonist would do. What about that? Would that be considered bestiality that offends against the general morality of people, and we ban that? Or no, that's okay. So who's determining the context of these things? Who even gives a fuck? And where the fuck do they draw the line? What about Goodnight Pun Pun? There's a scene in there where a minor gets his dick pulled off by an older woman. His cock literally gets raped by an older woman's hand. Clearly not intended to be in a pornographic way, but do we ban that now? Is that illegal? Are we allowed to have rape scenes in any fucking form of entertainment at all now? If A Clockwork Orange was drawings out of a bit of paper by a Japanese person, it would be illegal to import them to Australia, apparently, because that makes all the fucking sense in the world. But then how come shit like A Girl on the Shore by that sicko Junji Ito, how come that's still allowed to be sold and read and imported? Because it's all stupid. It's all a fucking joke. We live in a community. It's not a laughing matter. There is no joke laugh coming. It's just stupid, and how heavy are the dumbbells you lift is just the first step in the road. It's just wait till they ban Dragon Maid. Then they're gonna have problems with me. Then I'm gonna storm the capital. Does Australia have a capital? They have something like what's their capital? They don't have a White House. I'm gonna know. You know what? If they ban Dragon Maid in Australia, I'm flying to America and I'm just gonna storm the White House and be like, ugh, you son of a bitch. Ugh! It's all stupid. Who even cares? Because no one cares. No one cares. This happened a year ago and you still can't buy these mangas, and they probably won't even ban more because it's all a bunch of moral grandstanding nonsense to people that were saying like, this manga, look at these mangas that have these things, these are bad, we need to ban them. And they banned a couple, or kind of, and then they're just like, alright, well, we're happy now, we don't give a fuck, despite the fact that they've been sold for years and there's none of that. I'm just rambling. But that's what we do at Manga Tuesday, because it's bad content and it'll drive people away. They won't stick around when they find us. Anyways, whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't really... It's all retarded. It's whatever. Thanks for watching. And as always, it's JLEC Anton Dronica coming through your monitor.
Can't you see the people in the streets, lined like cattle, waiting for the butcher of freedom? Do the people have to be freedom beef? Do the people have to be freedom beef? Do the people have to be freedom beef for safety on the streets?